Hi everyone, so welcome to your Pilates teacher training, and we are starting with mat level 1 and mat level 2. I'm so excited that you're going to be joining us, and again, thank you so much for choosing us. There's lots of companies out there that are providing Pilates teacher training programs, but of course if you've been to our facility you know that things are a little bit different here. So this level mat 1 and mat level 2 training we've designed over 2 different weekends, and we're having both of them this year in June, and we'll post all the dates again just in case you need a reminder for your calendars at the bottom of this video. And I wanted to give you a little bit of heads up of what to expect, because if you've never gone through a process like this before, there are several things that you want to know ahead of time, or at least I would want to know ahead of time. So the first thing is you're going to be wearing workout clothes through the whole time. And while the first evening is generally on a Friday evening, about 4 or 5 o'clock, depending on which training you're starting with, bring a snack. It's obviously heading into dinner time. That first evening is always a review or new information, and while it won't end too late, you definitely want to have something with you. For workout wear, you want to make sure that you're wearing some sort of yoga pant. Don't do a workout skirt. If you're prone to wear the skirts or short shorts, I would wear some sort of a pant. Better for you, better for everybody watching you move. Also for tops, you always want something that you can see the body line. So for sure, bring a long sleeve shirt or a sweatshirt or something with you, because the room temperatures will change throughout the day. But at the same time, you want something that we can see your body line, because not only will you be moving and doing the exercises, your classmates will be watching you as you will be watching them, and it gives us a better chance to see everything. As you know, in our Pilates equipment studios, we use toe socks. For the mat classes, we don't require them. However, I'm always in toe socks at this point. A regular sock may slip on the mat. So if you don't have a grip sock already, you can always purchase them here at the studio. If you have some, just bring them with you. What else? We always have water for purchase here at the studio, and I always bring water with me. The days are fairly long. We start mid-morning on Saturdays generally, and same thing on Sunday. If we have a class going on Saturday morning, and here we have the bar class, you're all more than welcome to take the bar class. And it's our gift to you to start your day out correctly and get some heart rate up and calories burning and your energy going early in the morning. But I would bring something to change into, because you will sweat during that class, and you probably are not going to want to be sweaty and sitting in those clothes the rest of the day. So, and on Sunday, we'll start making sure that with everybody doing a mat class to begin with, whether I'm teaching it or perhaps one of you are teaching it, we'll be starting the days with the mat classes too. Same thing for mat level 2, and when you move on to the equipment trainings, the same things will follow. So what to expect before your training? Well, the first thing I want to make sure that you have, and some of you may have already purchased this or may have even read this book already, you want the Return to Life through the Conchology, and you can find this on Amazon. We'll have the link for you available as well. I want you to have at least read through or flipped through the book at least once, and so you can see how a traditional class was done, designed by Joseph Pilates. We will be going through some of this information, and some of this information will appear on your mat test at the very end as well, an OES test. So at the beginning of your session, you will have some quizzes, because I want to see where you are already in your knowledge. And as we go along at the end of the day, there'll be more quizzes, and at the end of your mat level 2, there'll be the final exam. Mat level 3 is a whole different thing. A lot of those exercises you probably never do except in a very advanced class. So mat level 1 and mat level 2 are part of your 450-hour comprehensive teacher training course. For those of you that are just doing them at level 1 and 2 because you want that knowledge, that's perfectly fine. Absolutely, you don't need to go any further than that. But if you are continuing on, you will have some extracurricular credits to be able to take, one of which will be mat level 3. So that's an option for later on. But there will be a test at the end of mat level 2 to make sure that you're understanding the information and getting all of that knowledge too. In terms of practice hours, I know there have been a lot of questions as to how that works. Because we're only starting with mat level 1 and mat level 2, that'll be a little different than if you were doing the full 450-hour certification course. Obviously, there's a lot more practice hours for that, but practice hours are hours that you're practicing on your own, hours that you might be teaching the work to somebody else, so maybe your spouse or coworker or a client if you're a physical therapist. Maybe you're working some of that work in with them. Also coming to the studio and participating in the classes, that will be considered some of your practice work. And the teaching work, again, teaching somebody else and logging those hours, as well as when we host some complimentary classes here that you come in and teach some of those classes too. That'll be free community events for our guests here in Naples. So that'll help with some of your practice and teaching as well. If you have any questions on anything, always email the info@gotobeyondmotion.com email address. That way we know we can get answers specifically to your questions, but I just wanted to cover some of these basics already. We'll also be sending you a PDF that you can download or print, and I'd like to make sure you have a copy of that. This first one that we're going to be sending you is through the whole abdominal region and torso with all of the muscles related to the core, or your powerhouse. Since everything in Pilates starts there, that's the first sheet that you're going to be getting. So if you have a problem downloading or printing that, please let us know that as well. When you're coming into the training, I have created 3-ring binders for each of you to have. So all of your information for Mat Level 1 will be presented that first day. When Mat Level 2 happens, you'll get the information for Mat Level 2. You can just keep building into your binder as you go through the whole comprehensive teacher training course with each module. You'll get each module when you arrive that day. If you're somebody that loves taking notes, make sure you have pens, pencils, colored pencils, crayons, whatever it is that you want to be using, highlighters. You'll be jotting information down. This is information that you need to have and need to know, not only for yourself, but your future clients too. And we'll need you to understand the information. So whatever works best for you is great for us. We already have all the props here. You don't have to bring a yoga mat or anything with you. If you're attached to your own, of course, bring it with you. You will be doing a lot of sitting and moving throughout the day. We have plenty of things to sit on and move through here at the studio. We will be in our fitness studio for most of the mat work. So you'll come into the front, you'll check in up front, you'll get your materials, you can go put your stuff away in the cubbies in the back, and then just go on into the room as well. Please be on time. You don't have to worry about being super, super early, because we'll just be finishing up our day here with clients and whatnot, but we do need to start this on time, and depending on how large the groups are, or how many questions we have, or how quickly we get to the information, will maybe lengthen or shorten our day. I know we all need to stay connected, especially when we have lots of hours we're away from our friends and family, but I do ask that you respect the other classmates and the coursework and leave your cell phones in another room. You can check them during breaks. I promise you'll get bathroom breaks and food breaks throughout the day, so feel free to be able to check them at that point, but I won't allow them into the rooms during the training courses. Also, in terms of food and snacks and things of that nature, as I mentioned, you will have breaks throughout the day. We always have bars and shakes that you can purchase here. We have a blender that you can make a shake here or whatnot, but I would recommend packing your meals and snacks with you. It just makes things a little bit easier. Although, if you're new to the area, there is a Publix, a Trader Joe's, a Whole Foods, and lots of restaurants right around here. If you're planning on leaving during the training at all, just make sure you're back on time, because we will start very promptly, and I don't want you to miss any of the information. So, I think that's all the basic stuff. I want you all to know that this has been planned out for you to get bite-sized bits of information, and you always have room to ask questions. No question is a stupid question. No question is a bad question. We want to make sure that you get this information so that you understand it and that you're able to practice it at home. And I look forward to seeing your journey and what actually happens from one level to the next level. Again, this is just Mat Level 1 and 2 we're starting with, but it is the foundation for all of the Pilates work. I would love to see some of you going through the whole coursework. I think you'll really benefit for what it'll do for your body and what it'll do for your clients. So I'm excited. Welcome aboard to the Beyond Motion Teacher Training Program, and we look forward to seeing you really soon. Have a great day.